Good morning, children. Welcome to the online class. In this session, we will discuss about the energy from the sun. Where do we live? We live on the earth. The earth on which we live is with the full of diversity. What type of diversity we are observing? Geographical features, landforms, mountains, valleys, water bodies, and all this we are observing. All this is a diversity only, na? But sometimes some diversity we won't see, but we feel that. Some diversity we feel, but we don't see. We won't see that. Suppose sometimes we have. It is a very hot in the morning time, and it is very cool in the night time. And in some places it is very hot, and in some places it is very cool because of snowfall throughout the year. We are observing the same warmness and coldness we are observing on this earth only. And not only that, we observe some vegetation also in some areas only. Some plants and some animals live in places where it is very hot, and some animals and some plants will grow in the places where it is very cold, where it is a snow falling also. And where there are some places where there is no vegetation because there is no rainfall. Enough rainfall, that's why we see scanty vegetation also. Is it right or not? This temperature differences of the places causes winds and rains. Based upon temperature only, winds and rains are caused. The amount of the rainfall we receive is to some extent determined by the temperature of the place. If we observe, in the equatorial region where the sun ray falls at a 90-degree angle, there might be it is very hot, but from the afternoon it gives a good rainfall. Where the sun rays falls slantly in the areas may not be this much rainfall where the equatorial regions are receiving. What is the reason behind this? The temperatures only. That only we will discuss in this class. The sun energy and the sun's rays. Sun energy, sun's energy and sun's rays. The sun. What is the sun? From first class onwards, we are learning. What is sun? Write about sun. Then we will say it is a hot ball of gases and it gives light and heat. Is it right or not? Sun is a powerhouse of all energy. It gives out energy. Without sun's rays, we won't have any energy on this earth. Without that only, that sun's energy only we are receiving. The energy which was emitted by the sun, that is only we call it as a solar radiation. What do we call? Solar radiation. The energy emitted by any body, then we call it as a radiation. This radiation is emitted by the sun, so that's why we call it as a solar radiation. we are receiving the solar energy in the form of a sun's rays. In the form of sun's rays. This sun's rays gives us light and heat and some effect on us. Some effect we are observing. But some of the rays, UV rays, X-rays, these rays are, we can't see and we can't feel also. Sun rays we are observing, but these rays, UV rays, X-rays, all these rays we can't see and we can't feel also. And the solar radiation emitted by the sun, no, it is received by the earth. The energy received by the earth, we call it as a insolation. The radiation which was given by the sun is received by the earth. It is called as a insolation. This insolation is not uniform on this earth. It is different from place to place because of the curvature of the earth. Because of the curvature of the earth. What are it? But the sun's rays are falling on the earth, no? But 1/3 of the sun's rays are reflected by itself from the atmosphere, and some are absorbed by the earth's interior, and the remaining only we are able to get. And some of the rays are absorbed in the atmosphere itself. Some are reflected, some are absorbed in the earth's interior, and some are absorbed by the atmosphere. Though all this process, we are feeling very hot and cold. Very hot and cold. In this, if we UV rays won't reach the ground because of the atmosphere. In atmosphere it is reflected and it is absorbed. So that's why these UV rays which causes harm to the earth, they are not reaching the earth. They are not reaching the earth. And this year, due to the curvature, the sun's rays fall in different ways. At the equator, at the angle of the 90 degree, the sun's rays fall. So it causes warmness in a short distance. Whereas at the poles, slanting rays. So there it covers a wider distance. Because if we observe, if any light falls on from the above us, it gives light for a short, less distance only, small distance only. But if it is that light we are receiving from the in the slanting way, it may not be warm, but it covers a long distance. The same process that the sun. Whereas in the based upon the angle of incidence also, the units received is different. If we take in the 90 degree angle, in the 90 degree, whereas equator, we receive 100 units of sun's energy. Whereas at poles, it is only 45 degree angle. So at there, we receive only 45 units only. Based upon this sun rays only, the temperatures variation also we are observing. And based upon these temperatures only, the rainfall also differs and winds also differs. that we will discuss what factors determine the temperature. We will discuss in the next class. Thank you, children.